This morning we're gonna skip our main breakfast and just have some nuts and some figs, and then once we get to where we were originally planning on camping, we'll pull everything out and have breakfast there. We just don't actually have enough water for breakfast
today. 7 kilometers up.
Yeah.
Day 3, we started with the part that we left on the second day, like a 4 kilometers to Hamilton Lake.
I'm feeling pretty good about the day. It's a little late. We're kind of lollygagging around Hamilton Lake because it was so nice. Just as we're leaving Hamilton, I rolled my ankle.
And this time, David twisted his ankle.
You know? It's always something. You got like an okay start to the morning, but then, just as we thought, straight uphill, sun exposure the whole way. Now the altitude is getting really high, so we're just going up and up and up, but it is absolutely stunning. It was mind-blowing how beautiful it was. The next highlight, cave passageway that's carved out of the trail. It was so cool.
Okay, so it's there, I know, I feel it, it's there, you know, you can assume that something is there. We're walking pretty slow because, you know, when you go uphill, you definitely need to be, also the elevation gain is getting higher.
Not positive, but I think right there is Lake Precipice.
This altitude was the highest altitude I've ever been. I need to be more careful in like small steps. Finally made it to Precipice.
Precipice.
Hey. It was gorgeous.
Yeah. We're about halfway done on the day 3. It was hard. It's very challenging.
Yeah.
To get to this spot over the past couple of days, but also just today, it's just been straight up all day. I think we still have another 2.5 kilometers of uphill.
Literally just straight up. It doesn't give you any break.
Yeah.
How many kilometers?
Today we've done 7.
7. It took us 2 hours. Probably more than.
It took us more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, this day is supposed to be the most beautiful day, and as you'll see, like, this is one of the most beautiful lakes I've ever seen in my life. There's that little cave shot. Like, I was really excited for that. I didn't know what day that was going to be, and it's today.
Oh, I assume the lake is going to be freezing cold because just right behind the camera, you can't see it now, but I will show you, there's snow.
Let's look at the shot right now. All
That's
right,
crazy.
there you are, and there's the snow, and we're going to jump into this business. There's some more snow over there. There's snow all around.
The problem, my bag is getting heavier. It's just, I know, it's just a perception. And because when I get tired, the bag is heavy. Okay, so it's definitely heavier than I actually could carry.
I think the tent is heavier than you're used to, too. We switched. I took her sleeping bag and she took the tent, but I think I'll take the tent and her sleeping bag. Even though I'm falling apart.
It's one of the best part of hikes or being in nature. It makes you appreciate the basic things. Look at this basic wrap. It's just tuna and mayonnaise. That's it. But it's so good. With this view, it's beyond good.
It's just like sheer wall in the water.
There is a little iceberg swimming in the lake. Can you imagine how cold it is?
Ice cold. I go for a swim, of course, freezing, but worth it in my opinion. Honestly, we spent too much time at Lake Precipice, and the day was continuing and the sun keeps moving and we got to get to camp. Eventually we finally get going, get out of Precipice. It's still stunning, but the landscape is changing. There's some more grasslands, there's some tarns. I think this would be considered a tarn. Not positive. The vegetation is really interesting. Finally crest the gap and it opens up into this like absolutely gorgeous valley.
I would say it's just, you feel like you are in a painting. All the colors you can imagine. 7 kilometers passes so quickly, no complaints.
I'm worried about time, but I'm also just in awe of like how pretty it is. I think a gem is more focused than I am. We have I think a unspoken system where she can walk ahead. I can just sort of record some really beautiful campsite setup. It's part of like the Sierra Highland track. Tonight is gonna be one of the coldest nights.
The night is cold and we're tired. We have only a few wood to burn. It's not going to be long lasting. And tonight is going to be hard, but I'm still excited for the next day. Good night and see you in the next video. It's so cold.